MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. Pitching in our game today, Martin Perez. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here's Rafael Devers. First pitch just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
To the right side, Sosa handles, throws to first, and Devers is set down. Check out the Red Sox lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Tristan Casas, the next to hit, takes outside. Hard hit to third. In time to Vaughn. That ends the frame. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here on the south side. And today's starting pitcher, Garrett Crochet.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. Here's Mike Tauchman. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Crochet, a former All-Star, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Red Sox already leading. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Fastball is outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Abreu hauls it in, and there's one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Benintendi to the plate. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. In there at the knees. That's strike one.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Fouled off to the right.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. Tachman at first, one gone. Fouls it back with two strikes. Got him swinging. Andrew Vaughn now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. And another ball. That one misses. And now 3-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 outs. So up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. Line drive. He's got it. And that'll end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Here on the south side, top of the second, Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Perez back to work. Misses off the inside. Ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Masataka Yoshida stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. Out number 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Back at right field. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and here is Sosa to the plate. That one catches the corner for a strike. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. Caught just shy of the wall. So now it's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. Fouled off. He was late. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Next offering is fouled back. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one fouled off. 2-2. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. James Kingsley rings him up. Here's Corey Lee. Headed towards the corner. Abreu towards the line and makes the grab. And that is that. So 1 left for the White Sox. Still behind by a count of 1-0. On to the third inning, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Rojas throws on to first, and one away in the top of the third. And stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
And another ball.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And a ground ball to first, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Back to the top of the lineup, digging in, Jarren Duran. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Alex Bregman. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Ball outside. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And the 1-0. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
That's a ball.
One away with a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ball 3. 3-1.
Out to short. In time to Vaughn. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Rolled out to second in his first at-bat. Fouled off left side. Next pitch is downstairs. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And
3
that
balls,
skips
1
into
strike.
dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now batting Tristan Casas. First time up, he grounded to third. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Devers off of first with 2 away. Casas tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Two outs. And now it's even up. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. As we go to the last of the third. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And the first offering is not close. And that misses off the outside edge.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Just missed. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So here's Robert now. Flied to right his first time. Just missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Benintendi in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. On to the 4th. Here's Trevor Story now. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That clips the corner.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Next pitch is outside.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Fly to left his first time. Yoshida, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Chop to 3rd, but it kicks foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Rudder takes off. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Outside, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
This one in the air right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And now Ceddanne Rafaela doubled in his first AB. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. And that misses. And it's 1-1. Fought off foul. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Fastball for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And ball one. Next pitch is outside. And strike two.
2-2.
Out to short. Story fires over to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Josh Rojas. He's 0 for 1. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Lenny Sosa now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
That one missed. 2 out, space is empty. That one deep left field, and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they're chipping away. It's 3-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. Miguel Vargas, the next to hit. Just missed. Red Sox by 2. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And the batter will be the shortstop. Brooks Baldwin struck out swinging his first time. And there's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Red Sox leading it by 2. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now batting Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab, one away. Here's Alex Bregman. He's already homered in this game. And there's the strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Lee down to first with it. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Two down, bases empty. Now it's Devers at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Late swing, foul to the left. That one misses in the dirt. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball right back to the mound. In plenty of time to first. That's out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox, but they still lead it 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Corey Lee. Crochet back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these White Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that one moves his feet. Swing and a ball popped up. Casas. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hit on the ground to short. Story. To first. Tuchman is gone.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And now it's Luis Robert. 0 for 2 in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And the White Sox go quietly. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox 1. New arm out of the bullpen, Cam Boozer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. Up, but in for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jordan Leisure up and loosening in the pen. Gilbert getting loose as well. 0-1 down.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
1-2 now. In the air to left down the line. Benintendi ranging after it. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Story, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Yoshida in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Now 1-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just off the inside edge.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So they make short work of him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brennan Bernardino.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. There's Benintendi to start it off. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one misses. Ball 1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Justin Slayton, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Chapman, the power lefty, up as well. Just off the inside edge.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Popped up left side. Story gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush.
Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Andrew Vaughn getting ready to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Breaking ball inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Right side, hard hit. Bregman to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Now, there's
One
a certain
ball,
point where
2
you have to
strikes.
commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Two outs. Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Leisure.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Wilyer Abreu digs in now. Cut on and lifted in the air. Robert on the move. 1 down. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a base hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. That's hard hit on the line. And there's 2 down. Jarren Duran will hit next. Throw to first.
Say!
And that is out of play. Wong off of first with 2 away. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. One left for the Red Sox as the lead remains 3-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Slayton.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Just missed. Slayton, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. And a 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. 1-2 here.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Vargas, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The White Sox down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now it's the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. The other way, and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And that's outside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And they still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Gilbert. Now it's Alex Bregman. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Red Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
And that's in the dirt.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. 1 for 3. And that one pulled foul. Strike 2.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
In the air, right field. Tachman makes the play, and there's one away. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that one in the air center field. Robert has a beat on it. They got it for out number 2. So a man aboard. Here's Trevor Story. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Bregman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a chopper out to short. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. And the Red Sox leave 1, and the score stays 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Aroldis Chapman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Corey Lee. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. Out of here. A laser to left. It's 3-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Back to the top of the order now. Mike Tachman steps to the plate for the White Sox. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Luis Robert now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one outside, and now 2-0. And another ball.
That must feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Andrew Benintendi in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fastball in for a strike, 3-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
One down, runner at first. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. In the dirt, blocked. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
So the tying run at second. Runner takes off and fouled off. Chapman now 1-run game.
That's 3.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Fastball for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Out to short. Zips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here on the south side, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. Gilbert back to work. That clips the corner. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Number 64, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Schuster getting cranked up as well. The 0-1. That one the other way. Baldwin whips it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Wilyer Abreu, the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Line drive, makes the grab for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the catcher to hit, Connor Wong. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
The other way, could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, safe, and that's his third hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Hit in the air, right field. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Liam Hendriks.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Well, one-run game. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Fought off foul. That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
One-run game, bottom 9. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a pop-up. Bregman. And there are 2 outs. White Sox down to their final out. Miguel Vargas now at the plate. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And it's even up. Just missed. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. base hit right there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now, Brooks Baldwin. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Next one misses, and the count even 1-1. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Bregman. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
3-2 the final score.